guys, I want to do a really simple recipe for you. I've had a couple people ask me to do a tuna fish recipe. This recipe is real easy. You don't require a stovetop or any cooking. You can make this just about anywhere. The ingredients are really simple. You can keep this food in your lunch bag. You're not going to need a microwave or a stove to reheat it. So if you're at a place of work where you don't have access to reheating or cooking your food, this is something that you can be kept cool in a lunch bag, and you can eat it later without having the necessity of a stove. So basically here we have 6 cans of tuna. It's both albacore white and chunk light tuna. I basically just put 3 cans of each. That's what I had available, so that's why I used it. I kind of like the chunk light because it's not as dry as the albacore, so sometimes I do try to mix them for that reason. Here we have Kikkoman sriracha sauce. They didn't have the original, and I tried this out. It actually tastes really good. I'm really happy with it. It's a lot hotter, so you can use less, and it seems to be really good. It also has less chemicals and other ingredients than the original sriracha sauce in the long bottle. So I really like this stuff so far. I'll be using it in my recipes from now on. We have some dill pickles, some relish, and it's just some really finely chopped dill pickles, some phage, Greek yogurt. We'll be using that. I use it in a lot of my recipes instead of mayonnaise or for dressings or for dip. And it's all protein. It has no fat and only like 9 carbohydrates, so it's a great replacement for mayonnaise and things like that, and for dressings as a base. Sea salt, I use this. This is the salt that I use in most of my ingredients. And then we're going to make them make the tuna salad into a wrap in this case. You can do it in a sandwich. You can place it over a salad. There's many ways you can use this for later, but right now we're going to do a wrap. So here I have a half an onion finely diced, and we just put that in with the tuna. And we're going to take our pickle relish. I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons, a couple of big tablespoons of that in with it, and that is basically how we're going to start it. We're going to take half a lime and put that right over it, the juice. Give it some nice taste. And then we're going to take about a half a teaspoon or so sea salt, put that in there, a little bit over the top. Now we're going to come over and take a Tupperware, and we're going to make our dressing. That's going to go mixed in there. This is a quart container of phage, 500 grams. So Greek yogurt, like I said, is very low fat, very high in protein, almost no carbohydrates, and the stuff is very neutral. It's a little sour, kind of like sour cream, but you know, you can change it, add different things to it to flavor it however you like. So basically going to take that, put it in there. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of sriracha sauce. And like I said, this stuff actually probably a half a tablespoon will be enough, and I like things hot, so just kind of add it and taste it so you don't make it too hot for yourself. I'm going to add that. I'm going to add some olive oil, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil to it. The olive oil is kind of to make it a little bit thinner, because the phage is actually pretty heavy, and it actually adds some nice flavor to it too, to the dressing. So, and this will make probably about 10 or 12 servings, so you have a lot. Mix that really well. If you got a wire whisk, that's even better to mix it more evenly, but that's what I have here. So I'll be using. Also, you can add a little bit of sea salt to this too, and just taste it to make sure it's the flavor that you like. If you need more spice, then add more spice, or if you need more salt, or however you want to adjust it. You always want to taste it before you add more stuff to it. So that's basically our dressing. It's kind of like almost like the sauce that they give you in the Japanese restaurants. I think it's called mayo, spicy mayo. And it tastes kind of like that, but it's nowhere near as fatty. So that's about right. So we're going to take that, add it over here to our tuna fish, and onions and pickle and lime mix. We're going to fold it in. We're going to mix this really well so it's nice and smooth, and the flavor blends in there really well too. Like I said, you can use this in sandwiches. Like if we use a lot of Ezekiel bread, which is sprouted grain bread, and it's slower absorption of the sugar, so you don't get that insulin spike from it, and it's also a lot better for you. So you can make it an Ezekiel bread, or you can make it over a salad, or you can use it in a wrap like I'm going to do here. I'm going to show you guys today. So that's basically it. Take it, taste it to see if you got to add anything to it. Needs a little bit of salt. Add a little bit more salt, a little bit more spice. And that's really important with when you're cooking. You don't really necessarily, you can do a lot of it by eyesight, and just you don't have to follow a so strict recipe. Just taste the food as you're making it as you go along, and you know if it's missing anything. You know if it needs salt, or if it needs a little bit more spice or whatever, and you become more familiar with what you're making. So that's basically it. That's our mix. Let's see here. Okay, that's perfect. Now we're gonna take our tortilla here, and show you guys how to do this. Basically, just take these out, and this is a low carb tortilla. It's got, I believe, 5 grams of carbohydrate in it, or something like that. It's got 11 grams of carbohydrates and 6 grams of fiber, so only 5 grams of real carbohydrates. The fiber doesn't get digested. So basically, I take tortilla, put it on a plate. You got to make sure you do this. If not, your tortilla will crack. It's not gonna hold the stuff inside. So you want to make sure that you heat it. I give it about 20 seconds in the microwave, and then you take it out and you put your stuff in it. Now, take my lettuce and chop it up, and that's gonna go inside the tortilla along with the tuna fish. Okay, guys. So basically, I took my tortilla out of the microwave after microwaving for about 25 seconds. Now it's nice and soft and ready to be worked with. So what I'll do is I'll take some really fine chopped romaine lettuce I got here, just put that on the bottom, and I'll take a nice big tablespoon of my tuna mix, and I'll add that to it. You can add jalapenos or tomatoes or anything like that you want to it too, if you want to. change it. That's what's great about these tortillas. You can do so much with them. I make breakfast burritos and do all kinds of stuff with them. So basically, to fold it, just fold the end over like this, and then fold that flap, and you're going to take it and you're going to pull it like that, and then you roll it, and then you got that's closed, the end is closed, and this is the other end. You just pick it up like this, and then you have your burrito ready to eat. And that's really simple. It's practical. You can actually, if you pre-make them, you can just take them and keep them cool, and then just eat them like this. If you keep them in your lunchbox. So there you have it. Real simple recipe. Probably took me 10 minutes to make from beginning to end. Remember to subscribe and check out the rest of our videos. We also have a video where we do some recipes for dressings with the Greek yogurt. It's on our recipes collection somewhere. And remember to check out justthatmuscle.com and use coupon code YouTube for a 10% discount.